we go. What is going on, you dead set legends, and welcome back to another episode of the Dirty Mongrel Punt. I'm your host, Jake Ward, and I tell you, the guest I have on today, I've had to lower his chair a bit, and I think I might have to get him to put gloves on, because one wrong word from me, I think I'm going to get a whack. No, just kidding. He is a 2018 Premiership player. He is a superstar. If you cut him right now, not only will he bleed red, but he will bleed green. And of course, I'm talking about the Premiership skipper, I should say. Premiership skipper, Beau Hendry. Beau, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, mate. Appreciate it.
Mate, I was I thought, yeah, beauty, Premiership captain. I'll look up the stats and I'll have Beau, fucking 25 kicks, 14 handballs, 6 snags. I find out you're playing in the twos. Well, what's going on there?
Yeah, it's been a pretty tough start for the year for myself. I think the first pracky match we played Edithvale, I lasted about 3 minutes and my foot almost exploded. So I've had the last few weeks off, but played in the Resies on the weekend and got through. So I'm looking forward to this week against Rosebud.
Well, I don't think Paddy Swain will be picking you next week, because I had a look at the best players as well, and I've got his name here. Jackson Mockett had a pretty good game in the twos, but I didn't see any Beau Hendrys in the best players.
I leave that for the young kids, mate. I don't need to take all the favourite fortune.
But the foot. So you're saying it's gonna swell? Is it plantar fasciitis? Do we have a broken bone? Is it appendicitis?
What was it? It was all ligaments underneath my foot and then bone bruising on top. So it was a bit painful.
How'd you manage that?
Oh, someone landed on my foot and I wasn't over the moon about it.
Well, I might look up the fixture now, because Edithvale, Aspendale, watch out when the Pines are coming. Pines on the weekend. Let's get into the game. Leading at quarter time in the seniors. Sorry, boys are leading at quarter time, and then Red Hill, you guys were just battling all day, and Red Hill ended up kicking away. Are Red Hill the real deal? Because they're looking pretty shit hot on the park.
Yeah, they are. They are looking the real deal. They got a new key forward, which he was handy. He was a handy player. And then Big Siverson, he done well. I think he kicked 4 on the weekend.
Jeez, Jonah.
Yeah, look, we're probably just a little bit off. We're still pretty young, but I think the kids are starting to find a little bit more go in them, but they just need to do it for 4 quarters. We just haven't got that 4-quarter effort at the moment.
Mate, why don't you... I set you up for beautiful. What went wrong on the weekend? Your response should have been, no Beau Hendry. That's all it should have been. Should have said, these shoulders are big. Yeah. But the one good thing that I saw, 13 goals too. Yeah. You blokes couldn't miss.
No, mate. One thing we've been good at this year is kicking goals, kicking straight. So Paddy's had us, like, every training session, we're always doing goal kicking. So I think it's paying off for the big fella, because last year we were a bit off. Yeah. This year we're on song, which is good.
Well, let's quickly touch on last year. It does suck. I might just move away. Oh, no, you have won a premiership, so I can't talk about losing in the finals. So what went wrong with the Pines last year? Unfortunately, went out in straight sets. Was it just an off day? Were the top teams, you lost to Franks and Moss, you lost to Mount Eliza, were they just too good and above where Pines were at, or were you just a bit off?
No, Franks and Moss, we had an off day and they had an awesome day. That was just the way it was. Like, we couldn't do anything right and they were doing everything right. But they were too good, obviously. And then, coming up against Mount Eliza, I honestly don't know what happened. We probably had it. We probably had the game in 3-quarter time, and then we just stopped. We stopped, and that last quarter just rolled on. I think the last quarter went for 40 minutes as well. So
yeah, geez, 40-minute quarter. Yeah. Then when, so the season finishes. Unfortunately, I've never won a final in my life. I'm 0-6 in finals. You won premierships. So, but from there, I was speaking to Paddy right before the Pines coach, right before round 1, and you didn't really go big game hunting with recruiting.
No.
You recruited a ruckman who's, I think his parents might have been a bit during the birth certificate, because his name's backwards. His name's McGregor Cameron. He's the ruckman. Like, come on. First name last name first. Pull your head in. Nah, just
Big
kidding.
Big Mac.
But he's been fantastic for you. But what was the thing going forward about focusing more on the talent that you had than going out and splashing some cash?
Well, because we've got a lot of good kids who haven't really been having a go the last few years, because we obviously brought in like Dane Swan and Potsy come back and then Azza come back. So we really focused on giving the kids a go this year. And look, mate, like young kids like Jared Gatt, Max Irwin, Jaden Adams out in the wing and going back and forth. So they're really stepping up to the plate, which is really good to see. And that's what we want.
Well, Jared Gadd had 32 on the weekend, so he found the footy,
He's been flying. Like Jacob Boyle, he's starting to hit that 26, 27-year-old, so he's getting to that really good time of his career.
That's when your body works, isn't it?
100%.
Wake up on a Sunday fresh.
That was 10 years ago for me, so.
Okay, now. Bit longer for me as a bit there. But big milestone for you coming up soon, 250 games.
For who? For me?
No, 300 games. You played, 268? 268 games, coming up to your 300th, I should say. My apologies, Beau.
Yeah.
So have we planned a big thing? Are they going to do a big banner? Are you expecting the red carpet or red and green carpet?
Yeah, I expect a bit of red and green carpet, of course. But no, I think it's actually wrong. I think I'm up actually a bit higher. I think because I'm so old.
No, 287. I think you're around the 287. Sorry.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah. Hopefully the red carpet, mate, and all I want to get is a bloody win. I don't care if it's finals time or whenever.
Yeah, because that'll be your 13 weeks. Well, we just need to get you to play the 13 games this year.
100%.
So, Paddy going to put you in the ones this week?
I hope so. I'll train, do everything right, and we'll see. Big Swain Dog's, he's been on the bar a lot to me, so I hope so.
Well, you got Rosebud. Now, Rosebud have been fantastic on the show here, but, it's not a bad game to come back into because they're not travelling as good as you want. So
they've got a couple of big fellas too. They're the big Cummings twins. They're big boys, so they go well. They've I remember when we first started playing them, they weren't crash hot, but now they've come along a long way. And they're tough opponents. So me and Big Mac, if I do get in, have got a big job ahead of us.
Oh, absolutely. Now, speaking of big jobs, you're either you bleed Pines and you just love everything about Pines, or if you are married, the marriage isn't going well because you're president of the junior footy club, under 10s coach, you're doing it all. Why on earth? I mean, we need people like you at all footy clubs, but why on earth would you sit there and they're looking around for a president and you sit there and go, right, I'm on?
Yeah, I got thrown it a little bit, but that was last year, and then this year, I really actually enjoyed it last year. It was actually good.
Yeah?
Watching the kids, especially the younger kids. I really like watching the younger kids develop. That's awesome. I've got my 2 kids playing there, and now what's happening, all my old mates are bringing their kids back, and they're all starting to play together. So
that's really cool. That is very cool.
Really good. And I got some of the best blokes helping me out. So, I'm probably the face of it, but there's a lot of blokes behind the scenes doing a lot of work. So it's not just me, and plus my wife. I better mention her because otherwise she'll
absolutely.
shoot me.
We love wives on this show. But we actually do have footage of you spraying a 9-year-old while coaching. If you want, no, we don't have any footage. Any footage of this, but you've got to go and play with the Pines. Shane Savage.
Yep.
Hates passing the ball, doesn't he? He's kicked 13 goals this year. On top of the thing, I saw him at Mornington.
Yeah.
He kicked 4 in 5 minutes and turned the game on its head. Yeah. It was one of the best passage of play in local footy that I've seen. How does he walk around the club? Does he just give him one of these ones, a bit of a duck walk?
When he gets on a roll like he did Mornington, and he gets up and about, and he was in Mornington's face, and I love it when he's like that. He's an excitement machine, and when he's up and about, he's up and about. He's great with the kids. He always comes down to the junior club and help out.
Oh, brilliant!
He's one of those. He'll give you his time. He's a ripper.
Yeah, I mean, just seeing him turn it on. I always wonder because now, I mean, you've been in this league forever and a day, almost 300 games, and you've seen AFL players come in and out. You saw, Aaron Edwards, there was Dane Swan last year. Has there been anyone that's just like, right, piss off back to the AFL, just check your ego. I don't think you really understand what Python footy's all about.
Probably not at the Pines, not that I can remember, but the only one who I wanted to piss off was bloody Brendan Lade because he was a man mountain. I had to play against. He played at Karingal.
Oh, yep.
I'm like, mate, you need to piss off. You are a big boy.
Welcome to the Division 1 Ripper Review, and it was Anzac round. And I'll tell you, if the last post doesn't just get all the fuzzy bits going, then you don't like AFL football. And we kicked off with Mount Eliza 133, to Mornington 52. And it was the Redlegs that became 81-point winners. And it was a 9-1 second half that kicked away for Mount Eliza. The Duck, Chris Carey, won the Anzac medal. And Fraser Phillips, he was good in front of goals because he slotted 4 for the Redlegs. Sorrento battled all day and they became 15-point winners over Langwarrin in 65-50. Sorrento were trailing all day and a late charge of 5-1 final quarter brought it home for the Rentos. And good old DC, Dylan Clark, had 40 touches and 18 clearances. He had his own footy that day. And Bailey Holt slotted 2 for Sorrento, while Chad Mulvogue battled hard with 32 touches of his own. It was the Battle of Frankston, YCW versus the Bombers, and it was YCW that became 18-point winners, 101-83. YCW got the jump and never looked back. Riley Darcy booted 5 for YCW, while his tag team partner, Christian Siampas, kicked 4 for YCW. And it was the Bombers' leadership that kept them in the game, with coach Jared Grant booting 4, and skipper Alex Harnett had an absolute crack with 35 touches in this game. Red Hill continued their fine form in Division 1 with 26-point winners over the Pythons. It was 106-80. And it was the Pines that were leading at quarter time, but Red Hill fought all day. Michael Grecian was the standout, winning the Anzac Day medal, and Captain Jonas Siverson adding 4 to his tally. He's having a ripper start to 2024. And Pat McDonald helped out Jonah and Red Hill with 4 goals of his own. Shane Savage booted 3 for the Pines, showing his quality, and Jared Gatt led the charge for the Pines with 32 touches. Premiership defenders Dramana got themselves a 53-point win over Rosebud. It was 101-48, and Dramana just piled on the goals early and never looked back. And it was Dean Waugh who was best on ground, winning the Anzac medal, getting 40 touches, 8 tackles. He had his own footy that day. Ethan Johnston kicked 4 for Dramana as the goals just kept on coming. And Reed Nansakwan had 23 and kicked 1 for Rosebud. As we look at the Division 1 ladder, and the top of the table seems to change every week, and it's Mount Eliza Redlegs sitting on top with Dramana, Frankston, Sorrento, Red Hill all on 3 wins and 1 loss. So any team can be top of the table each week, while Frankston Bombers and Pines are fighting hard to stay with the leaders with 2 wins and 2 losses, while Mornington still finding their feet in Division 1 with only 1 win, and Rosebud and Langwarrin are battling and they're still in games and yet to win in 2024. Well, let's go back, mate, because I need you to do something for me. I think this is brilliant. Because I was doing a bit of research on the 2018 Grand Final, and you guys were down by a goal. It was like maybe 10 minutes to go. Nick Boswell kicks a goal to tie the game up like 27 minutes in, and then somehow you get a point. Like, are you able to recreate that for us and for everyone watching? What's it like to win by a point in the grand final at the death?
Oh, look.
Hang on a minute. So we can't have any footage. We can't find any footage of the game. So I've brought some of my daughter's toys for you to recreate the game with. So we've got little baby there. We've got Grug ready to go. I think we got a couple more in here. We got a koala car.
Something with red hair for Aaron Luda.
So, well, I've got a jackass, so that might help if they didn't guess. So let's try and recreate the final moments. Were you involved in any of the passage of play?
I got the tap. I got the ruck tap down at Perry Lewis Smith.
Well, you're the ruckman. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So
Perry Community Koala. So Big Bobo taps it down at Perry. Perry runs on. Kick just boots it into play. In comes Kyle Jacobson. Tries to get the ball, misses it.
Oh.
Then Wiz comes through. Shepherd's Kyle Jacobson. Then Boz just comes through, picks it up. I think he handballed to Lockie Marshall. Handballed over the top to Lockie Marshall, and he's, as alluded to, the jackass just sitting in the fourth pocket. A little chip over to
look at this.
And Lockie hadn't hit a target all day. Azaluda had one of the worst grand finals you've ever seen. He was the worst player by a mile on the ground.
He's the captain.
At the time.
He's the captain.
Azaluda, and so he was probably 30 out, 25 out on a slight angle, and I'm thinking, if he fucking misses this, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear.
Yeah, we can, mate. We can. Dirty Mongrel Punt.
And then he's just slotted through for a nice point.
Well, come on, Ed, you celebrate. Give him the big ones.
Yeah, up and
There
about.
we go. We're all running there. The boys are there. There we go. And then the boys have won the flag.
Best day of my life.
That is
Don't tell me
brilliant.
kids that.
What? Yeah. But what? Oh, mate, that couldn't have gone any better. Thank you for that. What is that feeling? Because anyone that laces up the boots, like I said earlier, I played in 6 finals, never even gone out in straight sets twice. What is that feeling? The siren go, especially by 1 point against Sereno.
And it was a big build-up to the grand final too. There was a lot going on. So there was a big crowd, 8,000 people. And when you ran out,
8,000!
You could feel the roar of the people. So it was pretty intense. And then, to win by a point was, it was insane. It was insane. I would have preferred to win by 10 goals. Saved a couple of years. But, it was very sweet. Very sweet.
Oh, it would have been brilliant. So what is happening at the Pines this year? Have we got anything massive coming up?
Yeah, so we got our 60-year reunion. So the club was, 1964? We were they were made. And, so this year's our 60-year reunion, and we got it King's birthday weekend. So we play Frankston YCW on the Saturday. And then we've got the reunion on the Sunday night at the Frankston Arts Centre. So,
Sunday night.
It'll be a ripping night. There'll be interviews and all that stuff going on. It's going to be a big night. It's going to be a big weekend.
Oh, I think the Dirty Mongrel Punt just might bring your camera down there and have a bit 100%. Of a laugh.
The opening of the rooms as well. That's the
give everyone an update about that.
Oh, mate, they are unbelievable. It's right on the pocket too, so it's a really good spot to watch football from. And I'm looking forward to maybe a few years' time where I can just sit up there and have a few cans and tell everyone how good I was.
Mate, you can, especially with that reenactment of it. I would have given you best on ground on that one, hey? Bloody hell. So then, from there, I want to get your tips. I want to start a new thing here on the show. So when anyone comes in, they just give me next week's tips for Division 1 and Division 2, and then I'm going to keep score every year. Let me get me pen so we can... So I can keep a running tally along the score. So, Dramana and Franks the Bombers.
Yeah.
Who?
Dramana looking...
Dramana?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go Dramana as well. Are they the team to beat this year?
Well, they would be the team, because we haven't played Mount Eliza yet, we haven't played YC, so at the moment, they're probably looking like the team for us.
Yeah.
Who we have, the only ones we've played. They're a solid side.
Yeah, that's right. You can slag off a few of their names if you want. Hey, they're a pretty good unit out there. YCW Red Hill.
I think it'll be a good game, but I think YC at home will get the job done.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm all about Red Hill at the moment. They've been fantastic.
YC.
Well, I'm going to tip YC. I can be all about teams. I think Red Hill have been fantastic people for the show. Morno and Langy.
That'll be a good game. I reckon Morno. Morno might just get over the top of Langy. Langy just can't get that win at the moment.
No, they're battling everyone. I mean, you blokes only just got over the line against them.
Yep, we've struggled against them, but we got there. I just need to get that win, but I reckon Morno will do them.
Yeah, I'm going to go the Doggies as well. Mount Eliza and Sereno?
I think the Mounties, they've recruited pretty well and they're starting to play some good footy, so they're looking dangerous.
Yeah, I love Sereno as well, but I think Mount Eliza have been playing some great footy. And you told me beforehand that you're going to pick Rosebud to beat the Pines. So that's
Pines if Beau plays. Right?
That's right. Hey,
get him
on.
Get him on.
Bloody hell, coach. You know what? I'll be down there Thursday night. I love a Palmer. I love a draft. And just give me the magnets, mate. I know where to put me boy Beau here. Quickly in Division 2, Somerville and Bomb Beach. I'll be calling that game this weekend at Game Face.
Yep. Sammy, I think Bomb Beach were a bit of strife. They didn't look well on the weekend. I don't know what's going on down there.
Yeah, they've had a plummet from Grace.
Bomb Beach are a good club. Hopefully they get back up.
Yeah, of course. We never. Mate, I played Southern Division 4. Talk about struggling clubs. So we hate seeing clubs struggle. Chelsea and Tyab.
Chelsea are looking the goods this year.
Yeah, same here. Seaford and Crib Point.
I'll go Crib Point with Jackson Wayne playing ex-Pines man. Jack Fraser's down there too. I think he's played in the Magoos, Jack. So not a good move to go from Pines to Crib Point for you.
Oh, dog. Dog. How could you do that? Look at the man.
I know.
I think Seaford might get it. Eddie Asp and Devon.
I Kurt Lopo's been firing, absolutely firing. I'm going to tip Edie Ash.
Oh,
yeah.
I like that one. I was at Devon Meadows on the weekend. I'll go Devon, and next time I'm at EDS game, I'll just let them know that you're on the hunt for them for what they did to your foot. Kringle and Hastings.
This will be a battle, won't it? I'll go with Kringle.
Same here. They had a great first half against Devon Meadows. Last one, Pearsdale and Wright.
Pearsdale. Little piggy probably back in there, I reckon, from Pearsdale. So see how he goes.
They'll go in there. Beautiful. All right, a couple more things for you in this amazing interview. Some quick fire questions.
Yep.
No thinking. Let's go. Do you like sleeves on footy jumpers, yes or no?
No.
Good man. Thank you. Yes. Your brother plays. What's his worst habit?
Breathing. Nah. Just his mouth. He's got a big mouth on him and he can't back it up.
So you're the enforcer of the family.
Unfortunately, actually, my mum's probably the enforcer. Yeah, I'll be second behind my mum.
Just side note, but your dad's a bloody legend of the Pines Club as well, isn't he?
Nah, he's not too bad. We don't need to pump Gordo's tyres up.
He's played about 1,400 games. Who's the deadliest on Tinder?
Deadliest
Is it still I assume dating apps are still a thing, but is Tinder still number one? I'm very happily married.
I actually don't know. Who are you good on Tinder from the boys? Matty May reckons he used to be, but I don't.
Matty, wait till I get in the commentary booth with him. What's the worst nickname you've ever heard?
The worst nickname?
There are some shockers out there.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't think there's a bad nickname, but there's probably a couple of bad nicknames to have, like fucking small cock or something like that. maybe Big Bongo, Timmy Two Tums.
Yeah, brilliant. Is Pines, the town, really that bad of a place?
Nah. Like it's like everywhere. You got your good spots and your bad spots in the Pines. You got your good spots and your bad spots in Toorak. Like there's shit places everywhere. And
do you live in the Pines?
No.
Hang on.
I lived in the Pines. I didn't live in the Pines. Started there.
You got Shano on the team. Who is more savage, Shane, Macho Man, or Fred?
Shane. If he's kicking goals, he's savage.
He's more savage.
Oh, yeah. He loves a good bark, too. He hasn't brought a bark out yet, but when he was playing AFL, he used to bark at people when he got revved up. I want to see it.
I was a Hawks man, so I enjoyed when Shane played for us. What's the best spray you've given a 9-year-old during your coaching career at the under-10s?
Normally I just give it to him quietly away from their mum and dad.
Brilliant. Where's the weirdest place you've worn your Premiership medallion? Because I wouldn't take it off, I reckon, for at least 3 months.
With the missus?
Yeah.
Had to get the number done.
Yeah, rightly so. Rightly so. Last one. If you could add one player from any team in Division 1 to add to the Pines, who would you take?
That's a good one.
I can't take credit for that. That one was sent to me by a mate. He said that he reckons that'll stump everyone. I'd like to take credit for it, but I can't.
Yeah, see, I haven't actually played against anyone yet, so it's a hard one. But let's Kurt Lopo, but he's Div 2, but he's.
It's all right. There's a few blokes running around in Div 2, like Paddy Ryder and Dean Kent. I'll have them in my squad.
They're not bad.
Beautiful. And now, when everyone comes on to the show, they've got to do a challenge because you're like a foot taller than me. We're going to keep it clean. We saw week 1, Nick Battle. Thank you very much. Had the egg roulette. Week 2 was how well did Brenton know YCW. I keep calling him YCW, and he got the water bombs. This week, for a chance, of course, to win 6 beers, we're just going to have a race. Just a friendly competition race. There's a beers there, so you know I'm doing it. I'm going to stick a couple of plates here. From there to there.
Pretty ones too.
Yeah. You can tell I'm married and 2 little girls there. So that's going to go there. I'm just going to move over a little bit here. So you've got M&M's here. And all you got to do, I'll spread them out so it's even, is just, we'll go 3, 2, 1, and we got to suck and swap them over. So for example,
Have you been practicing this all day? Or?
I have been.
Yeah.
I have been.
Been
My
unfair.
wife is very happy. Okay, and then, of course, the winner gets to take home 6 beers, which we're looking for a beer sponsor. So anyone out there knows that's going on. Got a brewery or something, hey? Get your beers out there. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. You get it.
Stuck that one.
I'm whooping you, mate.
You're a good suck. That's the first time I went for.
I've super glued it. Oh, I couldn't believe that was the first one you got. You were like, that's so thought. Oh, it's got the super glue one. I was hoping you would go from that way to that way, so I can't do it. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a Premiership skipper. He's going to be back in the ones. This is the man, Beau Hendry. Thank you so much for joining the show. Welcome to the Division 2 Ripper Review. Chelsea was showing why they're one of the better teams in the comps with 84-point winners over Bond Beach. The Gulls were red hot from the word go, and Nick Stamatis led the way with 36 touches and a goal. Zane Carter was a sharpshooter in front of goal with 4 majors, while Jesse Davis and Anthony the Real Beale had 3 goals each. Jackson Casey, Bo Bailey and Mitch Gent were all the ball winners for Bond Beach in a losing battle. The Magpies and the Demons, Crib Point and Rio battled it out, but it was Crib Point becoming 53-point winners, 120-67, and they talk about a premiership quarter, and that was the difference, with Crib Point kicking 4 unanswered goals to break this game open. Josh LaGrice and Lee Sheehan had 34 touches each for the Magpies, and 3 Magpies were pretty good in front of goal, kicking 3 goals each, while Jess Hawkins and Nick Fraser had 3 goals each for the Demons. Devon Meadows had a tough day at home, becoming 65-point winners over Coringal, 110-45. It was a close game till half-time, but maybe an almighty spray from the Devons coach got them all fired up, and they just showed their class and why they're sitting at the top of the table. And co-captains Nick Battle and Dean Kent led the way with 27 and 26 touches each, and Paddy Ryder kicked 4 for the Panthers in front of goal, while Jaden Sullivan won the Anzac Day medal, and Matt Hill busted himself all day for the Bulls with 28 disposals. Edie Asp 102 to Seaford 60 as Edie Asp became 52-point winners, and it was a 7-2 second quarter that blew the game wide open. And Kurt Lowe-Poe 26 touches and 5 majors, while Eminem Michael Meehan added 3 goals for Edie Asp, and Jack Turner was a vice with 9 tackles, and Ryan Jacobs went hard for the Tigers all day with 32 touches. Tyab took on Hastings, and it was 97-35, with the Yabbies becoming 62-point winners in this one, and the Yabbies came out the gate hard and just realised they're running away with this one. Jake Greeley and Big Willie Hose had 29 disposals each. James Freeman was a Freeman in the forward line, slotting 5 majors. 8 Yabbies had 20 plus disposals. They were sharing the footy around a bit. And Tom Baker led the way for Hastings with 31 touches. Pearsdale and Somerville went head to head, 104-67, as Pearsdale were 37-point winners. And the Cats win the Postcode Cup for the first time since 2015. KT led the Cats with 26 disposals. And the ball magnet Tom Schneider had 25 to continue his great year. And Brett Eddy was just kicking them all day, and he had 5 snags, while Mason DeWitt battled hard and had 20 touches for Somerville. And as we look at the Division 2 ladder, it's Devon Meadows and Chelsea that remain unbeaten, while 4 teams are on 3 wins and 1 loss, with Pearsdale, Crib Point, Edie Asp and Tyab still trying to cling on to the ladder leaders, while Somerville have gone 50-50 with 2 and 2, and Bond Beach and Rye still sitting on their solid 1 win, and Seaford, Coringal and Hastings yet to sing the song in Division 2. Now, I know the umpires get a bit of a bad rub, but I was out there on the weekend for Pines and Red Hill and spoke to the field umpires for the game, and they were absolutely rippers. Check out this interview. Look at this, you dead set legends. Welcome, and I'm around with everybody's favourite people at local footy. I'm with the umpires. Now, please insert the boo things in the. No, I'm only joking. So quickly introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Sophie.
Ethan and Tom.
Hey, well, we'll start with the tallest. We'll go tallest and shortest, no offence, Sophie. Mate, why did you get into footy umpiring?
I just love footy that much.
Well, why didn't you play?
I had a few concussions when I was younger, so wanted to stay in the game.
So then, if you get a couple of calls wrong, do you just go, mate, concussion, I've got it.
No, just make the right calls and everyone's happy.
So is the goal to keep moving up because you're at a pretty high league here?
Yeah, well, I was still young, me and Ethan and Sophie.
I think I'm older than three of you combined.
So yeah, hopefully keep moving up, yeah.
Yeah, dude, what's the worst sledge you've ever got? Worst thing someone's ever called you? In a PG era.
Yeah, I don't know if keep it PG.
All right, we might try and start out. I'll get it out of him. We've got the big fella here. So who's in charge of the whistle? Who's going to take the first opening bounce?
Yeah, I'll do it today.
That's always in the middle. He's done this before. Big fella, we're in here. How long have you been doing this caper for?
Oh, this is my second year of senior footy. So,
yeah?
Yeah.
And are you the same? Were you beaten up playing footy by this big... You're the ruckman. How are you getting concussion? That's thrown me. What about you, mate?
Nah, I used to play and quit under 12s, and then one of my cousins, he was an umpire, and he was pretty high up, so he got me into umpiring, so... Yeah, going on.
And you just hate the pay. Pay's rubbish. Things like you got to pay. Especially local footy. You got to pay these blokes. And are you the same as the big fella? Want to get as high
absolutely
as you can?
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see you on Channel 7 soon.
Yeah, hopefully. That's the aim.
And can you remember one of the worst sledges you've ever got?
Yeah, I do, but not PG.
Oh, jeez, I can't wait to get out of him. And then Sophie at the end, the strongest of them all. She told me she just won a boxing match 2-on-1 and got in there. Yeah, well, we'll put it out there. You're a lovely woman. Do you think you get treated unfairly because you're a woman, or you've now worked your way up to a proper standard league that you just treated the same as everyone else?
It's definitely better in this league than some of the other leagues that I've been a part of. But it's always got some people always have their reservations about females in umpiring or football in general. But you just work through it, you just keep going.
Don't be a knobhead, everyone. Just treat the umpires the same. It's going to be brilliant. And then how long have you been in the game for?
Umpiring altogether, I think it's 8 years now. Field umpiring is my third.
Now, are you just got to, when you're doing the field umpiring, can you just blow your whistle a couple of times and just override these two big fellas? I think that'd be great. Just
no, we don't want that. We don't.
So we've got it there. So as you can see, guys, we've all got to love the umpire and the bloke yelling from the back. So let's swap over, guys. Thanks for these ones. I definitely don't want to ask Sophie her worst sledge, you poor thing. Thank you so much for joining the Dirty Mongrel Footy Show. Get in there. All right, this old fella, he's dying to get on camera. Come in. Now, we were having a chat before. If you just want to introduce yourself to the camera.
G'day, Pete Marshall from AFL Vic, and I'm here to see these young guns today take it up a step and see if we can improve their umpiring, get them on that pathway to bigger and better things, and one day umpire on the G in the AFL.
Now, you were telling me that we're going Mission Impossible tactics today. They're going to be wired up and you're able to talk to them throughout the game.
Absolutely. I reckon the crowd will probably think that I'm calling the free kicks from the fence, but that's not the case, Jake. We're just there to support, encourage, and just point out a few positional and teamwork aspects of the game.
Do you sit there, just say, the big fella here, and he's copping an earful, do you give him some comebacks in case he's got nothing to fire back at? Or do you just get him and go, mate, just tell him to get stuffed and get on with it?
Yeah, look, it's probably not R-rated. It's probably around PG. It's a family show here today at Pines, but I reckon we just shut out the abuse, Jake, and get on with doing our job. And you never really want to get involved or engage with the crowd because you never.
Nah, you're never going to win that one.
Especially the Pines.
Yeah, well, that's where we are today. It's going to be brilliant. Hey, guys, umpires are fantastic, so make sure when you play local footy, you support them. Guys, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks, Jake.
Happened to be at the Pines Red Hill game on the weekend, and we spoke to a young fella that was absolutely chirping to have his debut game. But not only that, he was going to play his first senior game of footy with his brother. I'm talking about the Lewis boys. Check this out.
Oh, boys, we are here with the heirs to Red Hill royalty. I've got Sam and I've got Tom Lewis playing a game today. And rumour has it it's your first senior game together.
Yeah, first senior game together, yeah.
Oh, geez, that's going to be brilliant. And you're only 17. Are the nerves kicking in? Are we ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm nervous as always for the first game, but I'm ready.
Well, how's it going to be when you end up taking your brother's spot on the side and he gets Tommy Boy gets a tap on the shoulder for the younger, better looking one?
I don't know how to answer that one. Let's hope it doesn't happen. Let's hope we get that spot.
So, Tommy, during the game, I mean, it's brilliant. When brothers get to play a game of footy together, it's going to be awesome. If he starts getting too many kicks, is there going to be a bit of a clip across the ears and say, slow your roll, son? Because you've played senior footy before.
No, it's all right. I'm happy for him to get as many kicks as he wants.
That is big brother authority. That's more like, get as many as you want, mate, because it'll be your last game ever. No, it's going to be exciting. When did you just find out you'd be playing together?
Well, he found out on Thursday and then I found out I was playing on Friday, so yeah.
Jeez. Boys, it's going to be brilliant. These two are playing their first game together here at the Pines. They're ready to royalty. Your dad's the women's coach. Your sister's a gun player. So next week, when all three of yous get named, because I heard your sister's too good for the women's league, so she's going to be playing seniors next week. It's all going to kick off, I tell you. No, boys, good luck to the both of you. Hope you have a ripper game, guys. Awesome.
Well, there you go. What a show. How good was Beau Hendry, especially doing the recreation of the 2018 Grand Final with my daughter's dolls. He was an absolute ripper guest on the show. And thank you to everyone out there at the Red Hill and the Pines for helping me out. Also, we have started the social medias. So get over to the Dirty Mongrel Punt Facebook and Instagram. You'll see the links there down at the bottom. Thank you all so much for supporting this show. It is going to get bigger and better, so make sure you stay tuned.